Now with sorority sisters from the University of Georgia who are being held as heroes. In an ABC exclusive, Eva got a chance to sit down to hear their incredible story.
Yeah, and they are incredible ladies. These ladies left campus for a fun weekend in Savannah to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. On their way, though, they went in search of cheese biscuits.
Wow.
And that put them on a rural back road, the detour, and these quick-thinking women unexpectedly saving lives.
911, what's the location of your emergency? We were driving, our car just went off a bridge into the water.
In our peripheral vision, we just see this like spark of white, a little like cloud of dust, and kind of like a big old crash. And I'm just like, am I imagining that? Clark was like, yeah, let's go check that out.
That's when we decided to pull over, and that's when we saw the car in the water.
There's just a car like completely like submerged and sinking further and further into the water as like seconds would go by.
Corey Kraft is still bearing the marks of her car accident. She was driving with her two young sons in the back seat when she lost control of her SUV, rolling off the road, and in the blink of an eye, the car began sinking rapidly into a creek.
When you realized you were in the water, what did you do?
I know I was thinking, I'm like, I don't even know where my phone is. I don't have my glasses. I don't know how I'm gonna call for help. And then I just heard them over on the bank. And they shouted if I was okay. And I'm like, no, my kids are in the car.
The mom popped up out of the vehicle, like out of the broken sunroof, starts screaming at us. There's two more kids in the car, like my two kids are in the car.
The mom was so frantic. I feel like I didn't have a choice but to like help.
The girls sprang into action, calling 911 and immediately jumping into the cold water.
They came over, crawled up on top of the vehicle where I was, helped me open the door, and we got my oldest out. And then we started trying to figure out how to get the youngest.
Corey's older son was safe, but her 4-year-old was still trapped underwater, buckled into his car seat.
There's still one other kid in the car.
Yeah, so yeah, just like time is ticking. It had been like 4 to 5 minutes. It was just like every second mattered. We all like together like just pulled him out of the vehicle, and then yeah, he was like fully unconscious, and it was like terrifying.
No, his lips were completely blue, like his eyes were closed, he was not breathing.
I did not think he was alive.
We thought we were about to watch someone die.
One of you did CPR.
I did, yeah. I mean, I didn't have time to swim him to the shore or anything. I just sat him on the side of the car, and then that's where I performed the CPR.
How did you know how to do the CPR?
I was a lifeguard in high school for one summer, so I just remembered it from then. We had no clue if he was like gonna survive at all, and so I'm like, this is the one thing I know how to do that I can help, and so I'm just gonna give it my best try.
I can't imagine the panic you were feeling in that moment.
I was scared I was gonna lose the little one.
They're still performing CPR. They're still on top of the car. Wait, Jade, is he breathing? Jade, they're breathing.
At that point, like all of us were crying. It was like, no way that just happened.
The girls' bravery making a big impact.
We were so moved by it. We think you should be a part of us. And we're going to make you honorary Burke County deputies today.
Are you serious?
That's pretty great. Thank you all.
Cool.
Thank you all for
so cool.
doing what you did. Here's your badge.
Thank you so much.
Burke County deputies.
You guys saved those two little kids.
Every second mattered in that situation. I mean, if we were 5 seconds later, we wouldn't even seen the car go off the bridge, and it was so forested that we wouldn't even think to look down there or see anything.
That family would have been on that road all by themselves. There's no way she could have done that on her own.
Yeah, it's really right place at the right time.
But it's also like has just made me rethink like day to day. It's more about just like a mindset of altruism and just like searching like for who needs help in the world around you.
Do you feel like this has made you guys even tighter friends?
Definitely.
Absolutely. No, yeah. Like I said, like they're gonna be in my life forever, probably whether I like it or not at this point. Like
Future bridesmaid.
yeah.
Wow, a whole new meaning to sisterhood. But you know, thinking about the person who is in need of help and not yourself in that moment. And then I'm so glad she thought to do CPR right then, instead of trying to get him back to dry land.
The deputies told us there are actually alligators in that water.
Oh.
The girls didn't know that when they jumped in. They then jumped in the car, went on the way to St. Patrick's Day in Savannah, and they did get the cheese biscuits for the record.
They did get the biscuits.
Yeah, and what's really cool is a few of the girls and their families are now getting CPR certified together, saying they never want to be in a situation like that again and be unprepared. But Corey, just so grateful to those girls.
Bravo, ladies, yes.